Good evening and welcome to the Job Search Solution, the radio program where we talk about looking for a job, changing jobs, changing careers, hiring. And as always, we begin with a prayer. Dear God, grant us thy peace and thy mercy, thy will be done. So, what do new graduates want in a job? Want in work? Well, we're going to discuss that. We're going to discuss how realistic it is. Our college is educating people. I don't know. We'll see. And in just a few minutes, Rich Levinsky is going to be with us talking about consultants in the workplace. Meanwhile, we're going to take 10 seconds to be grateful. Be grateful for today and the wonderful opportunities that we've had. And just take 10 seconds to be grateful. Go. You can't be unhappy when you're grateful. There's no way around it. So, new study came out from Monster, studied 2024 graduates and thousands of them, and what they were expecting in new jobs, what they were looking for in work. Here are some of the statistics. 92% of them said it was important for them to feel comfortable discussing mental wellness at work. 52% would turn down a job at an organization that doesn't offer work-life balance. I sometimes wonder what that is. 50% say work-life balance is among the most important issues and aspects of a job. 45% say they would quit a job if the workplace became toxic, compared to 59% in 2023. I don't know what the definition of toxic means, but maybe they do. 37% would quit for a healthier work-life balance. Again, we're not sure what that means. 59% say that salary is most important. 44% would turn down a job without a competitive salary and benefits. Boy, they got their values out of whack. 43% would ghost or pull out of an interview process without a salary range disclosed. When should it be disclosed? 36% would quit a job if asked to take a pay cut. 55% of graduates feel that working 9 to 5 is outdated. 54% feel that working full-time in an office is outdated. 54% feel that a 5-day work week is outdated. 54% feel that having to relocate for a job is antiquated and something they wouldn't do. And 33% feel that working remote is an absolute necessity. So I ask you, how realistic is all of this? Not very. Somehow, colleges and universities aren't training people for what reality is. The economy is really tough. It's hard to find a job. Most of these kids are going to be looking for a job for 16 to 18 months. They don't have any idea about it. They don't even know it's going to be this hard. And saying that salary is the most important thing, they don't even know what they're talking about. Colleges and universities are not giving kids a realistic idea of what kind of jobs are in the market, what kind of jobs they're going to be looking at. Somebody is not telling them what the reality of the world is. Most companies are not doing hybrid remote work anymore because they found out that the work doesn't get done. 98% of the businesses out there are less than 100 people, and they don't operate by woke ideas. Where are the parents here? Most parents know that the world doesn't revolve around um, uh, working remote. 9 to 5, 9 to 5 is barely a work day. Most companies work like 8 to 6. That's the way the world is. And if kids don't realize this, somebody needs to tell them. They're going to find out when they're going to start interviewing. They're going to wake up to the fact that the world doesn't operate that way. I read this stuff and I don't know whether to laugh or to cry, but somebody's not making it clear of what the real world is like. So if you're a parent, please pass it along that this stuff is is ridiculous. They're reading it in some book or some article somewhere. That's not the way the real world works. You got to perform. Most kids, if they've had jobs in the summer and they've had jobs before they get into the real world real work world, know that the world doesn't like that. That there's a 5 day work week, sometimes a 6 day work week. If you own and run a business, it's a 7 day work week. It's an 8 day work week. But somebody's got to tell somebody to wake up, because when you go around and you get in an interview and you tell an employer that you have to work remote from home and they don't do that, you're going to be eliminated. All right, we're going to take a short break. Stay tuned. This is Tony Bashir with the Job Search Solution.